December something, I can't remember. This is round two. I recorded this 2 weeks ago. I was still sick and not 100%, and I looked like I was dying. And then I just couldn't give myself to get it on here. So I'm Liz from Kingdom Fleece and Fiberworks. I'm coming from northern Vermont, where we have a fiber mill, and this podcast is mainly about spinning, knitting, processing fiber, any kind of fiber things. But yeah, lots of knitting and spinning, and recently lots of spinning because there's lots of spinning going on in Instagram in the world, and I'm super excited because then I get to share it with everybody. And spinning is definitely one of my favorites. So on with the show. So we are getting close to Christmas. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Advents. Unfortunately, I did not get to do Advent this year. We just had so much going on. And I will tell you about all of this stuff afterwards at the end if you really want to listen to all of my life crap going on. But yeah, so I will do my best. It's been a while, so bear with me. Once I get going, I'm usually okay, but I'll try and not use the ums. Here we go. See? So I am drinking out of my new Kingdom Fleece and Fiberworks mugs. Hang on, I gotta turn around. Gotta do this one-handed thing. And they say cozy out, get cozy, with a little hat on them. They are on the website. I think they're under Kits and Notions. I have to move them. I can add them in another spot too, but right now we're doing a winter box. So they're under Kits and Notions, but you can buy just the mug under the kit, and then you can just click on just the mug, and then you can get just that. But they are awesome little mugs. I'm trying to think. I'm drinking, I think it's the Bigelow vanilla caramel. So yummy. One of my favorites. So that is what I am. I just had a dog walk by the window. They are outside running around like crazy people. Winter is here. It's full on here. We've got over a foot of snow. For 3 Mondays in a row, we've had no school. We've had, 8 inches every snowstorm. More than a foot over where we sugar, and next town over. It's just a little bit higher over there, and so yep. So yes, winter is definitely here. It is cold. It's in the 20s. It's supposed to warm up this weekend, so hopefully we'll get some melting. I am wearing, this one is a few years old. It's out of my hand spun. It is, I kind of Frankensteined it. I don't know. It's from Alicia Plummer, and I can't remember. It's the one with this textured broken rib in the top. I can't remember. I think it's a cardigan. I steeked this. This is my first steeking job. Is out of my hand spun. So the only thing that's a little off, it looks like it fits fine, but it tends to fall off my shoulders, and I think it's because of either my row gauge or the depth wasn't there. Something was off, and it was because of the hand spun and being as sneaking in my first real sweater hand spun project. But I was trying to copy a favorite sweater that is literally threadbare and you can see through it. It's just a store-bought like LL Bean sweater, and I wanted a similar. I love their big collar, so I was trying to copy that. I should have made it even longer though, and then I think it would have been perfect. So I might have to do it again. I was not going to take it apart. It works. But yeah, I will try, and the buttons are not the best. I don't know. Doing things one-handed definitely makes things a little tricky on some things, but it's wearable. I use it all the time around the house. It's super comfy. It's so warm. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, it is really nice. I don't know. I love this. It's this one of these super cozy sweaters, and that's what I was looking for. So it fits the bill. Yeah, so we got that going. I'm trying to think of all the other things that I usually forget to tell you in the beginning. I have 2 finished objects, so I might as well jump in there. I have 2 finished objects. The good thing is the last time I filmed this, I only had 1, so now I have 2. The first one, they're both bankhead hats. This one is out of our, well, yeah, this one's out of our yarn that we process between me and Bet and Kill. I don't know, it looks like it needs to be, well, I guess it's okay. I couldn't tell if the dog got a hold of it or not. The hat's okay, but it looked kind of shaggy. So I have to be really careful. This is the other thing I noticed when I was editing the last time, that I held it up and I covered my face and then you couldn't hear, you know? So, okay, there we go. That's better. Bankhead hat. It is on our cozy worsted, which is closer to an Aran weight. I only have a few skeins left. I'll make sure it's in the shop. It's perfect hat. It's got like 10% alpaca in it, so it just softens up just enough. I think it's super cozy. But yeah, so this is a child size. It was the adult medium, because I don't know about you, but I don't really think once you hit like after newborn, most kids can fit into any hat. So I did the adult medium, which to me is still small, so hopefully it'll fit them. But this is for Gracie, and this is going to be for her present. It's presenting. It was supposed to be birthday, Christmas, kind of. We'll see. So that is going to be, it's a late birthday present, early Christmas present. So it'll work for both. But she's out there. She's 7, and friends of our, just my daughter, my friend's daughter. I'm just going to say that backwards. My friend's daughter. And this is her son's. He is total. I didn't put the pom-pom on. We'll see, but I don't think so. He's a wicked, outdoorsy, getting dirty kind of thing. So I don't think, I think he's going to want it more as a beanie without the pom-pom. But another bankhead hat. And this is our, and I have to, it was our tweed base. So this is the last one of this color. I think I'm looking at it right here. I think this is the last one. And I think the rest of it is at the yarn shop. But super squishy. John put it on his head last night. It's a little short for him. He's only 4, so but that's how stretchy it is. It's a free pattern. It's an awesome pattern. If you want to gift knit, bankhead hat is the way to go because it's an easy one. I didn't do the twist. It calls for twisted rib at the bottom, and I didn't put twisted rib in either one of them, only because twisted rib kills my hands. Even though I love the looks of it, I really have to try hard for it to not kill my hands. And I think it's the motion of my wrist, because I'm doing everything with the one hand. It starts bothering me. So those are my, hang on. Those are my phone decided to show something. Bankhead hats, 2 done. I'm so excited. I finally have some finished objects to show you. So those are that. I'm trying to think. This is going to be, I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible because I have there's a cat behind me. I have a big shop update coming, and there's lots going to be in there and lots of spinning fun. So I think it's funny that you can see his tail. And that's it. That is Noodle. He is my favorite guy. He drives Johnny crazy because he sleeps above my head at night, and Johnny thinks he gets more attention, I think, than Johnny does. he like Johnny, I don't know. Noodle is my buddy. And I didn't name him. The girls named him, and somehow he attached himself to me and chose me. That's okay. So yeah. So on to the next thing I'm going to talk about is my whips. I only have 2 because I just cast it, bound off those 2 found off those two projects, so I don't, and this doesn't even have a bag. This is literally in my purse. This is my purse knitting. Noodle, you're gonna make noise. You're gonna have to get down. He is, oh, what are you doing, buddy? No, don't drink my tea. This is rolling around in, this is my purse knitting. I already have the other one done, which is upstairs, but I just got to the gusset and I lost all my stitches, so I haven't touched it yet. But they're just kind of maybe calf length. They're like a crew sock, but they're not like super long. But I know I want to finish these because I found the yarn. The other sock has been done forever, but I found the skein floating around somewhere, so I said I needed to get it done. The other thing is the other sock has a short row sock, and I decided I do not like the short row socks, so this one's going to just be a heel flap and gusset. It's going to be so much easier. I use, these are DK weight socks. I cast on 48 stitches, and I can't remember how long it was. I want to say it was like 50 stitches. I can't remember, 50, 60 stitches long. I can't remember. It wasn't, they're not super long though. And then I use K, no, right? K. It's Crazy Sock Lady. I use her free DK, I think it's free, her DK weight sock pattern. I think she has the fingering and the, but yeah. So anyway, so that is the one I'm using for that. So I'm hoping those will be done soon because I want to just crank them out. I'm really feeling some sock mojo happening. So I really want to do that. The next one is in a bag from, well, cotton, this is fabric from my mom. I don't know if you can see it. She used to braid rugs, and my dad was cleaning out her things and found bolts and bolts of fabric, so this is one of those. And then Cottontail Farm down in Virginia, I messaged her, I said, I have all these bolts of fabric, wool fabric, and I need help. Is there any way I can get a few bags and you can have the rest? Because there's no way I was going to use it, and it was already from the 70s, as you can see the color. It was definitely from the 70s, and there was a price tag on a couple of them, and she paid like, I think it was like $6 or $7 a yard, like a whole bolt, you know, $6 or $7 a yard for this, because she used to braid rugs with it. Anyway, so, but it's super cute. If you have a chance to check out her website, go check out her bags. Are awesome. This is just a drawstring bag. It's a little stiff because I haven't used it a lot, but it's got the leather handle. Super cute fabric, and I know I've seen this fabric. Let me see if I can open it. But it's got like turtles and all sorts of little things in there. Yeah, it's supposed to be bunnies and turtles and hedgehogs. Yeah, it's super cute fabric inside it. So inside there, I have another hand spun project. I'm really liking the idea of working with all my hand spun. It just makes it more fun because you made it all. Oh shoot, I've lost stitches. So this has been on like hiatus forever. I have to figure this out. Hang on, I can't see anything without my glasses on my head. And I literally had just started this. I think I started this last year about this time. I had just started it, but it is out of these two skeins. This was around the knife, no idea what it is, but I spun it a million years ago, before my stroke, before everything. So it's old. Well, that was 6 years ago, so I'm guessing it's got to be at least 10 years old. This one, the gold one, is newer. But yeah, so hopefully you'll see some progress on this one. Ooh, and I have to look up. Shoot, I can't. You're on. Hang on. I printed it off. Yeah, just a second ago. Okay, I printed it off. It's Opadia. Opadilla, I don't know, hat. But I think it'll be super cute. Super cute. Two color, some color work. But I don't think there's long floats, so I don't think it's going to be super hard to do. But I'm really hoping that this will be the next one. So I'll have my sock, and I'll have a hat, and I'll be all set. These are all ones that are all ongoing things. I'm trying to clear off my needles. I have so many random projects and I just want to get rid of them all. Well, not literally get rid of them, but I want them done. I want them to just be off the needles, and I can get rid of the stack that's next to my chair. So that is the next thing we're working with. And I have some other things, but I think those are the two main things that I'm going to be working on. Next up is spinning. So if you don't know, or you're not on Instagram, or depending on who you follow, Andrea Mari and I think there's somebody else, I can't remember who it was, Tansy I think it was, I'm not sure, but they decided, she was working on learning how to spindle spin and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, they decided to do a 100-day spinning challenge, or between themselves, and then it kind of grew into now everybody is doing 100 days of spindle spinning. So it's already started. It's going on now. Super fun. I'm excited because I learned how to spindle spin. Rachel over at Woolen Spinning, she's been really working on support spindles, not spindle spinning, but support spindle spinning, and got a lot of people going on it over on her Slack channel. And that's what motivated me to get wanting to try it. And the first one that I tried, I bought a Russian spindle, and I got that, and I was doing it, but it's way hard. There's more of a learning curve than you think there's going to be if you already are a spindle spinner. So I got the idea, but I wasn't really, things weren't going smoothly, but I wasn't going to give up. So I was kind of thinking and looking at it, the Russian spindles look like they're more of somebody that knows what they're doing. I would say advanced beginner, advanced spindles. They spin differently. They don't have as much spin time and stuff like that. So I looked, and from what it looked like, the Tibetan spindles were the sorry, I just remembered I have another finished object, but we'll talk about that at the end. Yeah, the Tibetan spindles seemed like the best beginner spindle, support spindles to start with. So that's what I started with. So I got one from, I think I've showed them before. I got the one from Alan Berry, and he's on Instagram, and that's the only place you're going to find him. They're super cute. And they spin amazing. So I'm not sure what you would call this one. I don't know if it's a Tibetan. I don't know. All I know is these ones, they spin awesome. And this is what's really got me figuring out how to do this. They spin a long time. I don't know how much it weighs, but they do work really well. So that I would highly suggest. And then, so once I figured that one out, then I got a little braver and I looked up another person, and I will put it down below. It starts with a K, something Crivelli in Georgia, and that's the next one. And I didn't look up all the details. This is another one. I think it's a Tibetan one. It's not Russian, I know that. I looked that one up, and I didn't look at all the details. Oh, it's pretty. So I bought that one. And this one's spinning up great. It's just smaller than I thought it was going to be. So it's little. It's super cute. And it spins really well. As you can see, it's going fine. And now that I feel like I'm really getting the hang of it, I'm really liking it, because I think with drop spindles, they're great, but you tend to be more standing. So like if I'm gonna be standing in line or waiting and stuff like that and standing, then drop spindle is the way to go. But if you want to sit at home and spin, these are something you can do sitting at the couch or wherever you are, you know, sitting somewhere. But if you're more sitting, this is the way to go. But this one came with a bowl too, so they're not cheap, but that's because they work good. So I think the price definitely does matter when it comes to support spindles, but this one is definitely, it spins beautifully, and it still doesn't spin as long as Allen Berry's, and this is all hand carved and was cheaper, and this one still spins better. But I think it's the shape of it and everything, so it does work. I think and this also could be the operator, but I'm getting the hang of it, and as you can see, I'm definitely focusing on it. So this one's full. I just emptied the other one. So super exciting. I have been spinning up a whole bunch. Like, I think I have another one of these bags, like pretty much with like just a little bit in there, because that's what I've been keeping in my bag. And I have, oh, let me reach, hang on. So as the spindles get full, I have some of these temporary bobbins. These are just little, you get them, I got them at Woolery. They're like $2 a piece, and they're amazing. So these are what I have so far on. I don't know how accurate the colors are. But yeah, so I've been, as the spindles get full, I just put it onto one of these temporary bobbins, and once these are done, then I'll weigh them and try and just keep filling them up evenly. So once they're filled up evenly, then I will be able to start plying, and I cannot wait to start plying. I've never made more than like a mini skein out of a spindle, because it was just so much easier just to, I'll just go to the wheel, you know, but I'll ply them on a wheel. But I've never made that much yarn on a spindle, and I'm really starting to like it because you can take your spindles anywhere. So you're technically almost making more yarn because you don't have the time. If you don't have the time to sit down and spin for a long time, you know, but you can take them while you're waiting. I can take them while I'm waiting for dinner. I don't know. They're just so much, to me, easier than, no, I wouldn't say they're easier than spin the wheel, because I still will always use my wheel, but it's more of a when you have longer periods of time. So I have those, and then I've been using the challenge, the 100-day challenge. You can do. I'm not posting every day because I don't know. I am not I just do it. I don't think of taking pictures. If I remember, I will take a picture, but usually it's like this kitchen sink is filled with dishes. My living room is a mess. There's dogs everywhere. I have 3 of them in the house, so the dogs destroy everything, you know, so it's like not a pretty picture. So you have to, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. But I've been using the drop spindles too. This is my Golding. I love this Golding. The thing on my phone is right in the May, and so it's distracting me. But yeah, so I've been using this, and I do have another Allen Berry, the drop spindle too. So I have been using these as well. So I've been using all the spindles, and just when they get full, I just wind them off. And I think that's it. The fiber that I'm using is a Corriedale silk blend that I bought. I think she was from Michigan, and I bought a million years. No, it's gonna been like 3 years ago. And I sold most of it, and I kept a couple of bags because I really like this color. So I'm curious to see how it comes out. But if I can make my own hat or cowl or something all from spindle spun, that'd be really cool. So that is that. I think that's the only major thing that I'm working on. let me put these away. Give me a minute to sort out. The other thing, I just have this over here, is a wrist distaff, and you wrap your fiber around it. It looks kind of messy right now. You wrap your fiber around it, and then it just hangs from there, and then you can spin right from it. It makes things so much easier. So if you are a spindle spinner, I would highly suggest a wrist distaff or a ring distaff. And I think the ring would really, I tried one and I think it would really work really well, but being that I'm doing it one-handed, the distaff would go in the wrong hand and then I can't feel it, so that isn't going to work. So that's that. Okay, let's see what else. I'm trying to get things out of the way because I have a mess here. I think the next thing I wanted to talk about is what I want to do for the future after this hat is done. My next project, another hand spun project, is these ones. Okay, so Andrea Maury came out, I think it was 2 years ago. I think the sweaters, is it Illuminate? It's by Andrea Maury, and it calls for 2 colors, like a main color, and then they kind of, it's like color work at the top and then kind of striping, not self-striping, striping. So you need 2 colors. I'm trying to figure out. So the main color for this, I have a sweater squall. It's pretty, it looks more green in here. It's showing up a little more, but I have enough for that. I don't know if I have enough for the, we'll see. And then I'm going to use these 2, one or the other, to go with it for the mohair. I think you have to hold these together. I think that's what it is. I think these 2 are going to be held together. And then, so this is going to be, this will be the fuzzy section that I hold together, because I think it says you hold 2 together. So I think you hold these 2 together for the fuzzy section, and then this is going to be the body and stuff. So that's going to be super fun. I really kind of wanted another cardigan. I'm just again afraid of the row gauge and things, and I don't, this is too nice and special that I don't want to. This is from, I had sheep, oh God, the kids were little. Well, we've been in Vermont for 10 years, and it's been before that, so I would say it's probably 12 years ago. And this is from my sheep Charlie. So it's special yarn, and I don't want to cut into it and then have it not work, so I'd rather, I think I'm gonna just do the regular sweater, and I always could use a regular sweater too. So I think these 2 are going to be held together, and then that's going to be the contrasting color. So I think that's going to be hopefully what the plan is. That is my future plan. So we'll see. I need to, before I can cast on, I need to get some of these other things done, because I have way too many things going on, and I'll never get one. As soon as I start this, I won't do anything else, and I know that. So that is that, and I think I will do a little shop. I do the shop update. I have a lot, but I don't. There's a lot of it is still, it's not bagged up yet. I'll show it to you hopefully in the endy bits, the clips at the end of us bagging it up and all that kind of stuff. So you'll be able to see more there than you will now, because it's not quite ready. So we have, the first thing we have on there, we'll go through the yarn. I have a bunch of yarn that's going to be in the shop soon. I have new tags for these, so I'm going to take this tag off. Hang on for the crinkling. Okay. These are all limited quantities, one of a kinds. So once they're gone, they're gone. And this is pretty, it's kind of not showing up as, it's pretty vibrant. and it's super fun. And I'm kind of sad to see it go because I really like it, but at the same time I don't have enough hours in the day to knit every single thing that I want to keep. So these ones are going to be in the shop. That's one. And then these are all in the blues, apparently. Here's another one. This is deeper blued. This is another one that's really pretty. And again, one of a kind. These are a silk blend. So this is a merino silk blend. So that's going to be in the shop. And the next one, which I was surprised because and don't mind these tags because we ran out of tags, and hang on, let me take this off because I really don't like them. We ran out of them and they are like too papery. So this is the next one, and this one is in the silk blend too. It is silk cashmere blend, and they're so soft and squishy, and I love this color too. Like pair this with like, hang on, like these two together. So pretty. And then I have this one as like a green with speckles. So put those together. And these ones are all the silk cashmere base. I'm doing my best, but I feel bad. I always like tend to cover my face when I'm doing this. And then I also have, you're gonna have to deal with the crinkling right now, and I apologize. I have okay, sorry. Now I have another cat. Dogs were barking, so I had to get them to be quiet. And now I have a cat that's decided to join us too. I think, okay. Okay, everybody's sleeping on my desk. So that's it for the silk cashmere base. The next base is the base. So we put together a winter box for everybody. There's a few left in the shop as we speak. Not too many though. I think there's like 2 or 3 left. But it comes with the mug that you saw, like these mugs, a bottle of syrup. It's an 8.5 ounce. Let me see, I can try and do this. An 8.5 bottle of syrup, a skein of yarn. Your choice. You can either pick 1 skein or 3. And I will show you what it looks. Ooh, my chair is breaking. Let's not die. But it comes with, I don't know if you can see that. It comes with the cup, the syrup, and a skein of yarn. And there's also another little present in there that I didn't post on there because my daughter made them last minute. So she makes really good, sorry, the plastic is, but I think there's stitch mark, there's a progress creeper and some, I think it's 5, 1, 2, yeah, so 5 stitch markers and a progress keeper. And that was last second. She said she had some, so I put one in each. So, and the syrup is super cute. It's a really, it's super nice. It's a light to medium, right on the border of everything syrup. It's 8.5 ounces, so it'd be great for your tea. And then a cup of yarn, so some knitting, so you can put together, but those will be on the box. There's only a few left, so the other options you can pick are this one. I don't see, my camera is not doing this justice. It's like, It's better on the website. I did a better job taking it on there. It's kind of blowing out, but it's a pretty, yeah, it's blown out. It looks pink there. It's really red. I don't know if I have another one, but yeah, there's a red, a green, and these are like Christmassy, but not super Christmassy. So there's the, yeah, that's the green. I wish the red would come in better, but look on the website because the red is really pretty too. It's just for some reason blowing out. And then the lighter version is this one. So I don't know if you can put them together. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this single-handedly. But yeah. So there's those three colors. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. Nope. Yeah. Do a better job with that. Yeah, this isn't working. The picture will be on the website, or I'll put it up here. So we have those ones. And then I also have, so those go with a kit. Those are your choices for the kit. Then I also have some new, these are just our spring base. This is our sock yarn base. So this is it's all made in the US, a merino nylon base that we have, and our new labels. I love these labels so much better. They look the same, but they're a little bit smaller. I just like the look of them better. And I'm gonna color code them. So the superwash is gonna be this color, the non-superwash is gonna be gray. So that way everything, you know when you're getting one, if it's gray, it's non-superwash. If it's the cream color, ivory color, it's superwash. So that way we can tell them apart. Yeah, so this is one of the colors. Here's another one, which is really pretty. Those are all hand painted. Is that one the same one? I don't know. This one looks a little darker. There's that one. And then this is one that is a non-superwash, and this is another one. And then there's another one that's blues that are like, it's more like greens, I guess. That one's gonna be in the shop soon too. So I have a few more to do. So there's that. I'm trying to think. Oh, I did finish another one. I finished two more things actually. No, I finished some hand spun. Oh, it just went flying. So this was originally going to be for the Attune shawl. If you look back, this is going to go with it. So I finished this, but now I think it's going to be changed to, since I haven't started it, I think it's going to be the traveler shawl. And I don't know, my hair is all over everything, and it's probably going to show up the camera. This is the little masking that was left over. But yes, this is going to be it. It needs a whole bunch of yarn. So I'll probably be getting together all my hand spun. I have a bunch. Hang on. I'm going to try and use all of them. Just use everything up. So I have these two. I have this kind. And I have another one too that I can't find. So I have those ones. Lots of purples. Purples and golds. And the other ones are more of a light. Actually, that might work because the other one's like light yellowy green one. So that actually might work pretty good. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use the travel shawl. I just have to find out how much purling it is, because if it's gonna kill my hand and it's gonna be huge, I'll probably never be able to do it. So I might have to stick to the Attune shawl, because the Attune shawl is brioche, so there's less purling involved, so I can do it easier. So I don't know, we'll see. I have to look, because it does look like it's like some kind of ribbing, so we'll see. I have to find that out. So that was that. And then the other one is this finished object that I forgot to take down. Come on. Without knocking everything over. And this is the one that I was working on last time. And this is the one by Northbound Knitting. It's way smaller than I was expecting it to be, but that's okay, because I think I'm going to just use it as a shawl, a scarf. So you start here. This is the first section over here, like this stripy section. Which way is it? Why? Here we go. It's backwards. That's why we're having trouble seeing it. Okay, that's easier. So you start at the stripy section, then you work these wedges. I did not do a swatch on this because it's a shawl, so I'm not really sure if it's small because I missed something. It totally could be, but then you kind of alternate and make these wedges, and I missed one of them, so I added this one at the end, and then you add, my phone keeps going notifications, then you add the stripy section at the bottom. So it is definitely smaller than I was expecting, but that's okay, because I think I'm going to just use it as a shawl under my coat, because sometimes the really big shawls are great, but you can't fit them under your coat. So I think this will be perfect for that. So, and I've already used it and it works great, and it's super warm and snuggly, and I didn't even notice it until I took it off, and then I was like, wow, my neck is chilly. So I'm definitely going to be using it. I think that's it for all the, there's a ton of roving coming. I have like 2 tubes, which we like kind of make garbage bags, like big clear bags, and we make them into like a tube in the middle. So there's tons of roving coming, so pay attention. So if you're a spinner or a felter or anybody, pay attention to the website, sign up. I am going to try and figure out yeah, definitely sign up, because there is a like discount code on the website to sign up, and if it doesn't, last time I think somebody tried it and it didn't work, so make sure you put in exactly as it says, and then if it doesn't work, message me, and then I'll figure something and I'll give you another coupon code. But I think it should be worked out and figured out. But yeah, lots of yarn coming in, lots of roving. The roving should be in the shop. I think the shop update is going to be probably Monday, and so you're going to have to wait till then, only because I have a ton of bagging and tagging and labeling. So be patient. That's probably this weekend's project. And I think that's it. There's not too many other things. There's a ton of stuff going on. So if you want to stay for life updates, go for it. If not, I will see you next time. Life updates, we had a ton of stuff going this fall. Our original plan was to move the mill to a different location because we had that it ended up not working out because the whole paying for 2 places at once, I don't know, there's just so many things. We decided against it. So we're going to keep everything where it is now. So that's going to make a big difference. But we were having problems with not having enough water and running out of water. So we solved that problem. We got a new well drilled. That was our very big Christmas present to us. Okay, I have no idea where I left off. Not at all. 20 minutes went by and I had to deal with work stuff. The girls are in the mill and working, and they came in. We're working on mini skeins to go with all of the yarn. So we're gonna have some sock kits to go with mini skeins, for contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. So those will be in the shop, and that's what we were talking about. And now I have no idea where I left off, but I think that's it. Oh, I think that's what we were talking about. Now I just remembered all the life stuff. So we got a new well put in. Everything's working. We now have water. We're not running out of water, so that's great news. We can do all the washing we want. The girls can come home from milking cows and take showers. We can do laundry now. All our laundry is caught up. So many things. We had it. Everything revolved around work. Like when the mill was running and we were washing wool, we couldn't do laundry. We couldn't run the dishwasher. We couldn't. It was just a disaster. Like there was just one thing after another. Not a disaster, but we had to definitely, I don't know, just work around things. It was a pain in the you know what. So we got that done. We are no longer struggling with water issues. So that was a big, huge thing. So now it's more. Oh, the other thing too is, oh sorry, Katie. I got a shed for John because he had a corner in the mill. And his corner was a disaster because we just kept pushing more and more stuff into his corner. So I was going to be so nice, and I bought him a shed to put all of his stuff in. So all of his tools and everything else, and then we moved him out. So everything is in the shed now, so we have more space in the mill. And now we cut down one of our outside skirting tables. We cut one of those down, so now we have a skirting table in there. There's just so many things we're trying to make everything work in our little space that we have. And it's working so much more. I just hired a new girl, Julie, and so she's watching this. Hopefully she'll be on, maybe the girls will both be on the website, on the podcast here soon, and then we can go over like kind of things, what they've been working on, and all of their fun experiences in the mill and all that kind of stuff, all the things they're learning. So yeah, so I think that's kind of it. We did that, so we got everything organized. We had 2 field trips come through the mill, which was a first for us. We got that done. Super fun. One of them, they learned all about fiber sheds and they learned how to spindle spin. It was a long day, but it was really fun. And then the other one was the Sterling College. They do lots of fiber arts and stuff like that. So they came to check out the mill. So that was fun. Yeah, so we've just been having a lot going on. And now with Christmas, that's been busy. We just with all of the water issues, that's why we didn't have an Advent, was because we didn't have enough water to do our day-to-day stuff, never mind adding more to it. So now that we have, as you can see, we have shop updates coming in, and we've got yarn coming in, so that's good. So we have all of those things going on. I'm trying to think. And then both Dasha and I got super, like, this really bad, I think so many people are getting it, this really bad head cold. And it wasn't even that it was, to me, that bad. It was like a stuffy, sore throat, stuffy nose, all that kind of stuff. But it kicked your butt when it came to like how tired you are. Like I just wanted to like sleep and I couldn't. I had to work, but it was just, I was in slow motion, and it lasted a long time. Like it was like, because I recorded this one 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And I thought I was doing really good, and I started out okay. And you could see me, like, when I was editing, how I still looked like I was kind of dying. So I was like, okay. And then I was going to put it out anyway. And then it ended up being over a week old. And then I was like, well, it's not worth it. Because it's all new stuff coming out. More things have happened. So that's why I didn't bother. But yeah, so, and I finally feel like I'm still tired, but I'm always tired. I think the stroke makes me tired, but I'm feeling more myself. I feel like a more energy, starting to like wanting to go work out and stuff like that, and having energy to actually do things that were physical, because before there was just, I wanted to, like, when I was done, I was done. I wanted to just go to bed. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock one night. That's like unheard of for me. I usually don't require a lot of sleep. I'm usually, I don't know, 10, 11, up by 5:36. Yeah. Johnny always thinks I'm crazy, but it is what it is. So yeah, so finally, I'm finally starting to feel a little bit more like myself. So that's good. And I think that's it for the life stuff. I'm going to go see what the girls are up to. I have a lot of skein winding to do, and then they're going to make mini skeins for me, and I have packages to pack and put in the mail, so I have to get that done. So I have lots to do. I will let you go. I will talk to you soon. I hope you have a great day, and I will be back hopefully next week, and we will be back on track. Things are, if it doesn't keep snowing on Mondays and things getting screwed up, we should be on schedule. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you later.